As a leader, experience is paramount. Having different experiences with different levels of connection is best. When it comes to being an experienced leader, Jan Strode comes to mind. After talking to Jan, I learned some of the things that will have a profound effect in my current role and roles in the future. After starting out as the first female vice president of Firestone Tire at age 26, Jan has come a long way to be president and CEO of her own company, CEO Advisors. I want to learn the most I could from Jan, and understanding what leadership sensibilities, styles, as well as how mistakes can help influence someone as leader were the most important. Learning from her first leadership role, not only that it is important to ingratiate your team, but if you remain self-important and take all the credit from a group, they'll figure out ways to disempower you. Not only is a large group leadership important, but leadership in all aspects. Leading by example and giving people a reason to follow is something that can lead to great success. One thing I learned about her role models is that they are mainly men, as well as Nancy Brinker, the founder of the Susan G. Komen for the Cure charity, named after her sister. Learning about her role models being mostly men, it was intriguing to note that she found all the names she mentioned, Lee Iacocca, John Wayne, her father, and Ronald Reagan, willing to lead in tough situations when leading is most difficult. Jan has been in business for 30 years, working mostly with males. She finds it exciting that she can bring other women with her and break the glass ceiling. While role models are important, I was interested in what failures occurred with her leadership roles. She found that her failures were because she didn't take the time to explain the project to the team, as well as she did not ingratiate the team, which therefore gave them a reason to fail and resulted in a mediocre final project and not what it could have been. As a result of that failure, learning how to best communicate with the team at the beginning can dissolve the start of the failure. Giving people a reason to participate is key, and that's one of the most important things I learned. Not only is leading a group important, but fostering a good atmosphere needs to be important as well. By continuing the mission and listening close to your group, it allows collaboration to foster within the team, and as a whole, they understand the common goal. The procedure is important, but knowing each of your team personally is as well. Knowing about their lives gives them a reason to succeed and grow with the group. On a personal level, treating everyone with respect goes a long way. Leading in this situation is key, and showing humility while sharing strength can create the most profound impact. Impact is important, but not only in individual leadership, but groups as well. As a result, I found that treating people the way you want to be treated is the most important, often the key to leadership. Some of the toughest times in leadership can be knowing when to and when not to work with the person who's taking well to your leadership style, and when to move on. Before knowing when to move on, you must spend enough time with the person and learn the reason they are not working, and work with them to make them the most successful they can be. It's important to always try to find a way to talk with this person and find out why they aren't succeeding. Fostering that ability and allowing it to grow can foster leadership in someone and cause them to become a leader themselves. As a result, Jan thinks democratic leadership as the most important, where the entire team matters and is involved. This way, in absence of a leader, they can continue to succeed before being rejoined by the leader. In the end, the keys I found were to ingratiate, involve, learn from, connect with, and create with your team. It is important for them to understand the why and what's in it for them. It will not only create the best followers, but get the most involvement. Connecting with your team is important, and finding ways to loosen people up and get them to contribute more are ways that the leaders can be more successful. I certainly learned a whole lot from Jen and appreciate all the experiences she brought to the table. It is something that I will always remember and I will take with me in my development beyond just Arizona State University. These levels of different leadership examples that she provided and the failures create something that I appreciate and I learned from, certainly in that aspect, and will always use as it continues in my leadership development.